Hey, folks. Today was Anatomy Day again. I did a good bit of warm ups and reference doing a few life drawing, just online YouTube video classes. I did about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and I tried to keep the drawings quick. Um, and then I moved on to my practice of trying to draw as much anatomy from memory as I could. This is what you're seeing in front of you. This is the I think the ninth page I did of anatomical poses from memory. I think it's getting there. There's still a lot of holes. There's a little bit more movement coming into it, and I've also figured that adding in some items, for instance, the spear, is kind of helping visualize certain elements. Although the person holding the spear just is stiff, very stiff. Um, but again, I think visualizing certain aspects of anatomy is helped by the character interacting with something. Um, and yeah, I think getting that flow in, I did about 15 pages of gesture, working on gesture lines more than anything else, um, rather than doing the actual dummy. It did help a bit in my understanding of trying to get a bit of flow into an image. For instance, the top left hand corner, you'll see that I implemented a bit of that into it, and you can kind of see his body's got a little bit of movement and curvature to it. It's not just it's trying to adjust, trying to address, I should say, that stiffness of the upper body that I've been kind of noticing in a lot of my stuff recently. Um, the next one you can see here now, I'm starting to get characters to interact with one another. The top right hand corner, I think, came out well. It's just two women running, holding hands. Um, and it was kind of my attempt to try and now play with adding movement into the body, but also having two people interact with one another. So now you got to keep proportion in check. You got to keep even a little bit of perspective in check, like having these characters actually feel like they're running next to each other. Um, I think it came out okay. I think there's a lot of aspects that didn't. Um, I've got into a habit of drawing the stomach line that runs on the outside of the abdominal muscles as one stark long line, and I think that's a mistake. I don't think it adds much to it. And of course, the feet, even though they're a very simple shape, I'm not doing any toes or anything with it. They're still not coming out at 100%. It's a difficult shape to get correct. Again, I think simplifying things doesn't mean making something easy. Simplicity can often be the most difficult thing, and I think you can even cover up a lot of simplicity with details, because you can do the details easier than you can do the actual just bare bones. And I even went back to trying to do the side pose, which I was avoiding for a while. So the bottom left hand side here, you can see that there's a little bit of movement. The side pose, it's not looking bad. It's not looking bad. I think there's been progress made today, more than any other day, since I was having kind of issues with trying to progress a little. I think today's been a particularly good day, progression wise, for anatomy that I'm just pulling off the top of my head. Again, adding in more items. The middle guy holding the staff. Even though adding in that staff has made that basic pose of the person looking straight at you feel like it's got a little bit more presence, I suppose. It doesn't feel like it's stiff. It feels like he's guarding something. It's more of a kind of, there's a bit more to it. So I think, definitely things have improved a little. since the last time I've updated. Here, I was actually kind of struggling midway through my anatomy practice. Again, ups and downs with every practice. This is one of the earlier ones I did in the day, and it's actually the first time I've kind of thought about moving the sketch pad, around, because I tend to keep the sketch pad just as if it's glued to the table, which is a mistake. I can turn it, and get easier angles, especially when drawing curves. And I left a note here saying maybe flip pad 360 to, and there, I can't read the rest of that. But flipping the pad anyway, it really does help, and it's something I only really thought of while doing this, which it's such a simple thing and such an obvious thing. You'd really think that it would be a no-brainer, but nope, didn't think of doing that up to now. And then on this one, obviously, there's a lot of issues with the anatomy, both the male anatomy above and the female anatomy below, before it kind of settled into it. So I'm still in that kind of gap of like good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. And also trying to get the line a little bit more fluid. Because I'm going quite heavy in certain areas when it comes to the anatomy, which then draws your eye more to it, which is not 100% what you want. And then the final image for today, for the update, is this. I did it online. I did it on the Wacom tablet. The anatomy of the guy holding the sword is dreadful. It's also his neck. His neck that's a serious neck. He's all neck. But at the same time, I like the samurai. I like the kind of. I don't like the horns coming off the helmet. I don't think they're particularly well done. But I think the perspective of looking over the shoulder, looking over the arm, looking over the helmet, actually came up pretty well. It's just unfortunate the rest of it is a car crash. There's not much else I can really say about this one other than it's a bit of a car crash. But again, I'm starting to think about character placement and setting up scenes and trying to integrate perspective, and there's a lot of concepts and ideas that I've just learned over the last few days that I'm trying to really implement into drawings. Not the best execution, but progress has been made in other areas, thankfully. Alright guys, that's it for another update. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you like this, subscribe, share. If you have any comments, leave them down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great day and a better tomorrow, guys. Cheers.